Name is Mike Featherston, and I'm from Faribault, Minnesota.
And we're sitting in San Antonio, and tell us about your first national convention experience.
Was in 1977 at the MGM, or was it Bally's? MGM it was then, in Vegas.
What do you remember about that?
I was very young. I was like 20 years old, and it was something else. There was a lot of stuff happening there. A little more than what there was in Rockford, Illinois, where I grew up at. So, does that make sense?
So you were in Rockford, and somehow you got started in the carnival business. So tell us about that.
The end of the story is I married the boss's daughter. So, but I had to meet her first. So, I met her. It's funny. I just told the story. I was selling corn dogs and lemonade shake-ups and working fairs in Illinois, just county fairs. And at the end of the summer, we were supposed to go back to school. I was supposed to go back my sophomore year of college. And a guy come around. We were working for a food vendor. And another guy came and asked, is there anybody that want to go down south and manage a food stand and work on a carnival? I said, sure. So that's what I did, and I ended up on Jack Thompson shows.
And that's what you've done ever since?
Pretty much. I've never worked for another carnival or anything since. I met Connie on the first or second location, and yeah. So back and forth, and it's been 40 years. You want the whole story? Or?
So you make a single commitment, a pretty fast commitment, and it turns into a lifetime of work. It's pretty amazing.
Well, I always wanted to travel and be outdoors. I knew I wanted to work outdoors. I never dreamed I'd be traveling on a carnival. I mean, rotten carnies. I mean, how many times you heard it? So, but it wasn't so. It's good people. And we got married in 79. We were together a couple of years prior. We got married in 79, and then had our first child in 80. Then another one in 82. And by then it was real serious. And, yeah, it wasn't just a game no more. So then we had one in 86. So
talk about the show peoples and the industry organizations you've been involved with, like the league and the OABA and like that.
Well, Midwest Showman's was my, being in the Minnesota area. Midwest Showman's is where it was, and I was a past president in '86, and then again in '94, I believe it was.
Twice.
Put me back through twice, yeah. And then past Showman's League of America president, 2010, I believe. And then the OABA, I've been a director for 20 years, and I went through the chairs there also.
That's
Where the time goes.
where the time goes. Pretty remarkable. So, on the road, and your kids on the road, and your family on the road, and your wife had a close call. Tell us about that close call.
Yeah, close call was a bad deal. Now you push and push and push, and you go to window number 1, and then you forget to go to window number 2. I think you did that once, but we were pushing. My father passed away. We were trying to get down from the north to the south to get the show open. My dad passed away when all of us were heading down to get the show open. And Connie, being the good mother, got everybody else out and got everybody going, and went back into Minnesota there to clean up, straighten everything up, and took off driving by herself to catch us all and to meet up with us in Texas. And on the way, she just pushed it too hard and too long, and fell asleep at the wheel. And so we about lost her. They screwed her back together, and it was a very serious injury. And but today she's not paralyzed, paraplegic, not in a wheelchair, and she's living. And now we have 8 grandchildren. So,
You know, that's a good story for show people to hear. You know, to be careful, be really careful about your getting around.
you know,
Where you stop.
the biggest thing is, you know, you can never, the biggest lesson is you can never overcome driving tired. Thinking you're hurrying to get in and you're going to hurry and you can't overcome it. Just go to bed, sleep for 4 hours, 5, whatever. Those 4 or 5 hours do not matter because it costs so much more to repair or attempt to replace. You can't replace, and that's the biggest thing.
Well said. Tell us about your family and you know how they're involved and what they do.
Well, nowadays, yeah, all 3 kids are married. They went to school, got degrees, and came back to the carnival business. Melissa, my oldest daughter, married Adrian from South Africa. Son-in-law, now I've been married 12 years. And then my daughter Jessie married a kid from Kentucky, Tim Bassett. And they've been together, I bet they're right at 9 years. And then little Mike, my son, who isn't little, married Chrissy, and they're all out there helping move the show and taking care of it. Connie and I can stay home, well, we stay home about 2.5 months a year while they're out taking care of the whole thing for us. So that works.
So you also got into the manufacturing business. So talk about what that's called.
Yeah, it's
talk
called,
about that challenge.
it's GoldStar Manufacturing. I went down there, Sellner Manufacturing was closing, and I went down there to purchase welders and shears and, you know, benders and brakes, and, you know, I went down there just to buy equipment because I knew Novotny wouldn't need all of that in Texas. So that's all I did, went down there just to buy equipment, see if they had artifacts laying around or whatever. And I did end up buying a bunch of equipment, and then the guy was there negotiating for the bank, and he I don't know, he told me how this would be a perfect place for me. And you've heard that before, you know. And he kept on me, you know, while I was in there for a few hours. And I said, is this the part where I make you the ridiculous offer and you get mad and never talk to me again? Is that what this is going to be? Nope. He says, I'm not even going to listen to your offer. He said, I'm going to tell you exactly what it's going to buy, what it's going to cost to buy the place, and you're going to be happy. Yeah, okay. He said, seriously, I'll give you a call later today. Okay. So that's what I did. He called me, and he was within 100,000 of what the ridiculous offer was I was going to give. And then he said he's got the local bank that'll finance it. So I didn't even argue. So we moved in there, and Connie and Richard Hansen created this vehicle, puppy rolls. And that puppy can retrofit onto any Sellner spin ride. They manufactured, we think it was 15 different ones, and this puppy will retrofit right onto any of those old rides that are 20 and 30 years old to make it look new again. So we've been doing that, and then we're in there rebuilding equipment, our own carnival equipment, GoldStar Amusements, and yeah, just having lots of fun.